What's up everybody, welcome to my channel. In this video today I will be showing you how to set up a Shopify store from scratch step by step. I will be going over all the things you need to know, from setting up your payments to setting up your privacy policy and listing your products ready to launch your store. So to get started, just click the link in the description or in the comment section below to follow along in this tutorial. So once you're there, you'll be landed on this page that will be asking you for your email address, where you can specify an email address that you want to use with Shopify. Shopify will give you a 14 days free trial, no credit card required, pretty much just set up your store and get a feel of it. And they have like a 3 months promotion now where you only pay like $1 per month for the next 3 months. So that would be good. You get it done, getting a couple sales that will be able to cover your monthly fee going forward. So once you specify your email address, select start free trial. So you can select I'm just getting started, select next. We're doing an online store, select next. We can skip this. And then here, this is where you provide your store name. So I'm going to say MR's Clothing and then select next. A thing here, if you're not inside the United States or Canada and you want to accept Shopify payments like Visa and credit card payments, you're going to need to use one of these countries like UK, US or the United States to set up your Shopify store. So select next and then continue with email. So specify your password and create account. So my Shopify store is currently being built. So let's start by selecting a store theme. So make sure the theme you select is one that is closely aligned to the look and feel you want for your business. So here I have the default dawn theme, which is activated, and then you can browse the popular themes to get a feel of what they look like. And you also have the Shopify store themes where you can actually purchase a theme. Say if I was supposed to go on add theme, visit theme store, then it will take me to the Shopify store where I can purchase a theme. But you don't need to purchase any themes, guys. You can actually use a current theme and customize it to look like one of those paid ones once you get more familiar with how Shopify works. So we're going to select custom. So we're going to right click customize and open in a new tab. So if you have never built a website before, let me give you just a brief overview. Here is your header section, and this specifically here is your announcement section. If you want to have like a 10% sale store-wide, then you can put that announcement there. This is where your logo would go. You can upload a custom logo. And this is your header section in general. This is your banner. We're going to upload a banner image there. And this is the body of your website, which will contain the products that you are selling. I'm going to show you how to remove and add anything that you don't want. Now to the left over here, you can also navigate the different sections of your website. Now to remove a section, like I'm not going to need this section in my website, so all I have to do is select it and then click remove section, and then it's gone. And then if you want to add a section, just scroll down to the bottom of the page and then select add section. You can search for anything that you want. So I'm going to add back the rich text and it will add it towards the end of my page. Now if I want this to go up to the top of the page, let me go back. Then all I need to do is just drag this and relocate it to wherever I want on my page. But I don't need it on my website for now, but if you need it, you can keep it. So I'm just going to select remove. You can also view how your website will look on different devices by selecting this icon here and then select the view that you want. There you have the laptop, and then this is what it will look like on a laptop. Now from this drop down menu here, you can select any page that you want to modify. So let's go back to the home page. So the first thing we're going to do now is upload a banner image to our website to give it a beautiful look. So select the banner section, then select image, and then upload image. So my banner is now set. Now you can now adjust the height of the banner. So I'm going to go with medium depending on the size of the image that you have. Now let's scroll down. So here we have desktop content position, which is speaking to this right here. You can align it to whichever position you want on your screen. So let's say middle, then it will put it to the middle of the screen. But for me, I want it at the bottom right. You can also change where you want it to be located on the mobile phone. So to change the content, we're going to select it and then specify. You can also change the description and put whatever you want. And then for the shop all, you can select the shop all, and then you can change wherever you want the customer to be redirected to. Whether you want them to be directed to our collections or all products is fine. So we want to hit save. So let's move on to the featured products of our store. So scroll down and select featured products. So here where it says collection is where you can select the products that you want to be shown in your featured section. And here is the maximum number of products it is going to show. So if we want to just have 4 here, then we have to remove the slider and bring it down to 4, because if you have a collection with more than 4 products, then it will list out 8 here. But it depends on how much you want on your to be shown on your website. For the number of columns for our desktop, we want to keep it to 4, and scroll down to the mobile section. We want to keep it to 1 column, because on the mobile view you don't want to have 2 columns being shown. You want it to have 1 at a time. So what we're going to do now is create a collection. So I'm going to select change collection, and create collection. Now this will take me to the page that will allow me to create different collections for my store. Now let's go back to the home page on the previous tab. So on the home page, it is the same thing where you just expand products, and you have the various options to add collections. So I'm just going to go back to my main tab. So for this collection, I'm going to call it men's. For the collection type, I'm going to be doing manual. You can always play around with automated for your store. And I'm going to be selecting an image for the collection. You can also give your collection a description, but for time purposes, I'm not going to do it right now. So I'm just going to select save. I'm going to go back and create a women's collection. I'm going to select an image. So I'm going to be selecting save. Now our collection is a group of products. So what I'm going to be doing now is creating some products for my store and then adding them to each collection. So you want to go over to the products section and select add products. So you're going to specify your title, specify a description, specify the image. Let me upload the image. So I'm going to specify a title for this product. Then I'm going to specify the price. And if you want it to show like a discount on your store, then you can say $60. So on the price section, it will be shown as a cross out of 60 and a discount of 45. So let's say the actual cost of the item is $20. Then it automatically calculates your profit margin for you. So let's say this is 001, and we're going to specify how much available. So I'm going to say 10. And you can specify all the other details of your product. And over here is where I'm going to select the collection that I want it to. So I'm just going to pause the video now and add some more collections and other products to my store. So I created 2 additional collections, and I created some products for my store. So in a bit, I'll be going back to the home page. So let me show you one thing. So I have tagged a few of these products with the home page, default home page collection. So let's go back to our store and refresh. Now if it's not showing, then just do a refresh of your page. So by default, this is just showing 4 images from all my collection. If you want a specific collection here, then all you need to do is from this section, you select change collection, and then select the collection you want. But this is good for now. So let's move on to the next section of our website. So here you can change the title from multimedia collage, and let's say shop men and women. Select save, and here we're going to choose a collection. Remember, a collection is a group of products. So let's select my collection. So I'm going to select men's, and then select, and then I'm going to select save. So for this example product here, now I'm going to be selecting like a single shoes, because this is just a product, so you're just going to choose one from your product list, and then select, and then save. Now we're going to do another collection, which is the women's collection. So select collection, and then select women's, and then select again, and then save. Now you see everything is coming together beautifully. So just make sure you have some nice images for your website. If you want this video section on your website, you can keep it, but I don't want it, so I'm going to select remove section and get rid of it. And then for these, you can keep or you can remove. So I'm going to remove this column here. So I'm going to remove block, remove section. So now that we have removed section from our website that we don't want, it's now time to edit our footer section and add the important links such as the refund policy and privacy policy. So let's go back to the main page, select settings, and then scroll down to the policies section. Now the great thing about Shopify is that it has templates that you can use, so you don't have to create it from scratch. So for this, we have the refund policy, which you can modify to suit your needs. So we're going to select create from template. And for the privacy policy, create from template as well. Terms of service, create from template. So make sure you go through and make the necessary changes that you want to apply to your store. And for shipping, you're going to customize that to suit your needs and your location. And contact information, create from template. So now let's exit and go back to our main page. Select store. Scroll down to navigation, and then on the menu section we're going to select footer. Now we don't want this item on our footer, so we're going to delete, remove, select add new item, search for policies, and then select the links that you want to be added. Now once you have selected all the links you need, select save. So now we can go back to our main editor, and here the links are showing, and you can just hit refresh if it's not being shown on your site. So if you have noticed, you would have realized that the info and the quick links are saying the same thing. It's because they are both used in the footer menu. So what you can do is actually change the menu or create another one to replace the footer menu. So I am just gonna let that stay for now. And then to add the social media icons to your website, scroll down to the bottom of the screen where it says theme settings, expand that, and then you can paste your URLs in the text box. So if you look carefully, you'll see that my links are being populated down here to the right. And that's pretty much how you would add your social media links to your website. Ensure you select save, and I'm just going to re-add this menu here, and I'm just going to re-add this footer menu here so it fills out the empty space. Select and then save. And to change out your mission statement, you can just type in whatever you want, or you can just remove it and just keep the minimal stuff in your footer. So we are pretty much done with the main page of our website. So one thing we haven't touched so far is to how to change these links. So let's go back to the main page of Shopify. So we're going to go to the navigation section. Then we're going to select main menu, and we don't want the catalog, so we can delete that. We can keep the contact page, but then we need to add like a men's collection. So we're going to search here, select collection, and then select the one that you want. So I'm going to select add a new collection, select collection, and then I'm going to select men. And that's pretty much how you'd add items to your menu, and you can reorganize if you need. Select save menu. If you want to build a custom page like a about us page, then all you need to do is go to the pages section and then add page, and then you can add whatever you want to that page. So I'm not going to do that right now, so I'm just gonna cancel that. So let's go back to the main theme again and let's refresh. So now you should be seeing the updated menu icons. Now another thing I want to touch on briefly is how you can change the entire theme of your website. Say if you scroll down to the bottom of the page, you would see theme settings, and then here you can play around and change almost anything that you want on your website as it relates to theme. So you can change your page width and all of those things. I'm not going to modify anything on my page now because it's okay the way I want it, and how the button look on your website. So for example, that shop all button, if you want it to be curved, then you can change it, change the radius, and as you can see here, it get curved around. Now if you look to the top of my screen, you'll see the little Shopify icon. To add the same thing to your website or a similar one to your website, the favicon icon is what you need to change, and once you select a favicon, then it will be shown at the top of your website like that. However, this image is not configured as a favicon, so it won't be reflected here. So let's take a look at our general website. Let's take a look at the mobile view. So this is pretty good so far. And for the featured image, if you want it to be shown like just one image, you can select it and then scroll down. One column. And then for mobile layout, select one column, and then you'll get this nice view. And that's how you'd get it to be shown as one column. So let's double check the full screen view, and this is what it will be shown on, like on a television. So for this section here, we don't want it on our website, so let's go back to the mobile, to the desktop view, and remove it. Remove section because we don't want it. Select save. So everything is coming on fine. So we just have a few additional settings for us to go over in the settings section. So let's exit to the main screen. So let's go to preferences. This is where you can specify the title of your store. So let's say, and then make sure you put a description for your store so it helps with the algorithms and the search engines. So here you can add icons, so when somebody share your link with like a friend, then they will see the image of your website here. Now let's scroll down to the bottom section of the page. Here you have a password protection on. Now in order to remove this password protection, so when customers visit your store, they won't have to enter a password to log in. You have to select a plan. So these are the various plans available. You can choose the basic plan and you won't be charged until like 14 days. because remember you have a 14-day free trial. However, for just setting up, if you don't want to complete this section, then you can leave it until you're ready to make your store public. So let's go back, and we're going to be going to the payment section. Now, this section is very important. If you're not in a country where Shopify payments is supported, like the United States, the UK, the Cayman Islands, then you won't be seeing this Shopify payment section here. So what you can do is go to location and set your shop location to a country where it's available. Now, if you're in the if you select United States, it's going to be asking you for a social security number, like the last 4 digits. So if you don't have one, I recommend using the Canada option, because with the Canada option, it won't ask you for a social security number, and then you'll be able to activate all the payments there. So on your store details also, you need to edit the address section and ensure it is reflecting the same thing like the location. So you need to put an address that is, so you need to have a country where the Shopify payments is accepted. If you change it to US first and then you're going to switch it back to Canada, you're going to get a error, and then you may have to contact Shopify to resolve that if you run into that issue. So let's go back to payments. Select activate and add business details. So once you have completed your address, select save. So on this section, you can complete the type of business. So I'm going to scroll down and leave all of that. And then here's where you're going to specify your banking information. So you have the option to use a Canadian bank account or a United States bank account. So if you're outside of the United States and you want to get a Canadian or US bank account, what you need to do is get a account with Wise, right? I'll leave a link to a video on how you can get a Wise bank account. So I'm just going to be filling in my Wise account information here right now. So once you have specified your bank account information, select complete setup. So these are the various payment methods that you can accept when you enable Shopify payments. However, it's important to note that the credit card rate may be a little bit more expensive than some of the alternative payment methods. You can also enable PayPal. So once you select complete PayPal setup, it will take you to the PayPal option, and then you can complete setup, and then you log into PayPal, and then everything will be automatically done for you to an extent. However, I recommend creating a business website. Again, if you're outside of the United States or a country where you can't get like a US bank account, then you can actually link the Wise account to PayPal, right? When you call them initially, they're going to say it's, when you try to link it, you're going to get a error. But once you call support and explain to them what you're doing, then they will allow you to add that card. I'll leave link to that video in the description below as well. So the other payment method which is available to you is the manual payment method, where you can use like a bank deposit or a money order. For example, it's accepted here in Canada, and then you can do a cash on delivery, or you can go ahead and create a custom payment method. So that's pretty much all the basics that you need to get done to have your store up and running. And the shipping and delivery, you can come in and make the necessary changes that is applicable to your website. So on the notification section, these are the various notifications that you can get. So it's good for you to go through and decide which one you want for your store. So let's exit and go back to the main dashboard. Now you can also see the various payment methods that are accepted being displayed at the bottom of your website. So let's say continue shopping. I'm going to add a product to checkout. Select buy it now. So once you complete the shipping information and select continue to shipping, then you will see the different payment options that are available to you. So I'm going to say standard shipping, continue to payment. So here it's showing the various credit cards that you can accept as payments on your website. So that's it for now, guys. Thank you for watching. See you in the next video.